Hey guys, Stock Series episode 59. So, Trading212 is open, I believe, to EU residents, not the UK. So you can sign up and get free share using my link. Hopefully UK will be open soon. So down about 1,000 this week. Nothing really to write home about. This was since last Thursday. Rather than just Thursday this week, because I was off last weekend. Gold and silver sort of taking a bit of a hammering, down about 2,000. Nothing really to... Actually, this is down 3,000 because I got my dividend money come through from Polymetal. So, yeah, that's come in, and so that's in IG now, and I bought half in Fortuna Silver Mines and half in Sandstorm Gold, just because they were both down a fair bit, and I sort of felt fairly happy with them, re-looked at them, and can't see that a great deal's changed, just sort of gold and silver prices have come down. Silver's down about $5, I think, since I bought, so... yeah, that's those. And so looking at the ISA, Trading212, pretty flat for the week. Some stuff has gone down. ArcPi is sort of bumbling along, about 10% down. That's fine. Want to invest more in that later on. So happy for that to stay low. Fairly good week for the REITs. American Tower sort of not done huge, but not bad. Argo blockchain's pretty flat, but Bitcoin on the rise. You can see this sort of pumping soon. They had a bit of a short seller report with a few sort of accusations in there, saying that they've overpaid for the Texas land and sort of a few other bits and pieces. It's not fake news, as some people are sort of saying. It does seem to be some truth in it. But I'd rather sort of just focus on the main business, really. They come out with their first half results and said they made 10 million in net profit in the first half. So it gives them a PE ratio of about 24 forward. So for a Bitcoin mining company, that seems... pretty good. Don't normally see a PE of less than the S&P 500. So the Bitcoin ETP, which does just follow Bitcoin a bit more, is up 10%. So pretty good. Sentiment is down, but it had an ex-dividend day, so not really a drop. I'm entitled to a reasonable dividend from that. Digital Realty up about 1.2%, not bad. As I say, most of the REITs are doing well. A couple of percent down on silver, took a real hammering earlier in the week. Impact, pretty flat. Polymetal down with the, down ever so slightly, sort of recovered towards the end of the week. Primary health up 1%, pretty good. Realty up 2. Stag Industrial up 1. As I say, all the REITs doing fairly well. Sylvania up 3%, not too bad. Rhodium, sort of, can't really tell what's happening with Rhodium at the moment. Seems to be sort of just kicking around $18,000. So, yeah, not sure where Sylvania is going to go in the very short term, but still happy with it. The Tritaxes, again, another very good week. Eurobox up 3%, but the big mover is the main Tritax, so 5.6%. I need to sort of try and dig in and see if there's anything sort of specifically about this, because it's just been doing really well over the last few months, but I think this is just people sort of focusing more on the sector. They're a small company. Segro, the sort of big, larger competitor to these, doing pretty well as well. So, yeah, 28% on Tritex. It's pretty good. And Vici, my newest one, is down 1%. They're merging with MGM Growth Properties, so yeah, a little bit of turbulence, but only had that a week, so pretty good. So yeah, the ISA is flat despite lots of things going up. So yeah, the invest account is actually up about 1,000, so not too bad, but obviously on that sort of account value, it's quite small rise. Alibaba, the China's tech, is sort of coming back onto a downwards movement. Haven't seen anything major, sort of a few bits and bobs, just negative sentiment really, and yeah, not doing too well. Anthem down a little bit as well. Archer Daniels had a good week though, nearly 3.5%. That's pretty good. Aviva had a really good earnings announcement, so they're up 7%. More buybacks, dividend raise, and all sorts. Higher profit, so really good for them. Baidu's down with the Chinese tech sell-off again, 7% down. Again, pretty happy with this if Bitcoin is going to be sort of moving towards the end of the year. Hopefully this can carry on and I can buy myself some really cheap Chinese tech. So yeah, not too much other movements in these, mostly flat-ish. Broadcom, yeah, not a lot's happened there. eBay had a very good earnings, 13% up in the last week, so yeah, they were sort of dropped on some sort of negative news previous week, but recovered all of that and about $1 more, so pretty happy with them. 28% on them now. FedEx pretty flat for the week. Glencore 3.3%, so not bad for them. Intel still struggling. International Paper up a couple of percent. The ETF's obviously taken a little bit of a hit on the Chinese tech, but doesn't really affect it. It's fairly broad. Japan up 1% actually. Clean energy down slightly. And as always, the running joke, global clean water up 1.7%. I was actually saw a video by PensionCraft sort of comparing some of these ETFs, and the legal and general one does actually look quite interesting, sort of more diversified. I mean, this fund has got sort of 10% allocations in some of the top stocks, and the legal and general one is sort of more spread out. It's sort of 2 and 3% in the top holdings. I quite liked some of the. I looked at 1 or 2 of the top 10. Sort of seemed fairly good value. So I know this has done well, but I am considering swapping it for legal and general clean water, which is obviously similar theme, but seems to be almost entirely different companies. But yeah, could get both maybe. I don't know. Leave your thoughts on that in the comments. So yeah, Johnson & Johnson doing pretty well. Kia Group up 4%. Not too sure how much longer to let this one run. There's other things obviously I would like to buy at the moment, and this has run a hell of a lot. 130% up on that. So yeah, still waiting. Kroger doing well, 2.5%. Lennar, 4% on Lennar, pretty good. Highest I've been, 23% up. Legal and general pretty flat. Lockheed had a bit of a rough week. Sort of been trickling down really, 5% in the last month. Earnings weren't all that great, but nothing to worry about. Micron, 13.5%. So I was officially wrong on this one, it seems. Saw the earnings seem to be pretty good, but there's sort of a bearish forecast about the memory market. Seems a little bit overblown. I can't quite see it being as bad as they thought. So yeah, I would, if I had some more crypto money and it stays this way when I'm selling, then I might buy a bit more into that. Similar with Nintendo. So I was completely wrong on this, I guess. Nintendo's down 17% in the last month. Really not doing all that well. I think it looks good value now, but obviously I may have just been a bit early. But fair enough. I mean, it's $2,000, or $3,000 I put into it, and it's 2.6 now. So not the end of the world, but a little bit of a shame on that. Porsche pretty flat. Process come down with Chinese tech sell-off. Raytheon's pretty flat. So is Renault. Renault's down 2%. Rio Tinto's showing a 6% loss, but this is a very large ex-dividend. So it's down £3.80 in the last week, but now entitled to about £4 dividend, so it's not really down. Samsung, yeah, 8% down. I was warned of this when I bought the stock. The CEO, I think, or the big boss, was sort of in prison on sort of charges of bribery, I think, and embezzlement. I think he's now been let out on parole, but I just think this whole, it's obviously negative advertising, really. So not sure whether it is caused by that, but the timing seems to fit. So yeah, good company, but sort of a lot of negative press, really. Might buy into it more if it's going to stay down. Shell down a couple of percent. Oil's down, so no surprise there. Sega down a little bit. Seneca Foods down a little bit. Not too bad. Siemens up slightly. Sony's pretty flat. Stellantis not doing too bad. 3.5%. Again, sort of pretty good month. So up 22% on them now. Pretty happy with that. TSMC's down a little bit, but nothing too much. Taylor Wimpey's flat. Turtle Beach pretty much at my buy price now. So that's a bit of a shame, but still look good value. Tyson Foods have smashed earnings from the looks of it. So 15% up in the last week. Wasn't quite expecting this. I assumed they'd sort of do fairly well, but yeah, pretty good. And yeah, not much else has sort of really moved too much. A couple of percent here and there. Viatris had a fairly good week. Yeah, so that's the portfolio for the week. Pretty up and down, a little bit down overall, but as I say, with crypto now starting to sort of have its big rise potentially towards the end of the year, kind of want all of these to sort of stay fairly low and then sell out of crypto, top up a lot of these. Probably, I don't think I'll be adding too many positions. Probably will just be mainly adding to the existing ones. So yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments below and like and subscribe. See you soon.